Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Rumor has been swirling around the NFL world ever since the shocking comments from Chicago Bears head coach Ben Johnson surfaced in a brief press interaction that has now become viral across social media platforms and sports news outlets alike. According to Johnson, the Bears no longer see a place for their star running back, DeAndre Swift, in the team's future plans, a statement that immediately sent shockwaves through fans, analysts, and even players who have been teammates with Swift for years. The timing of this announcement is peculiar, considering the Bears' ongoing attempts to rebuild their offensive strategy after a turbulent season marked by injuries, inconsistent performance, and a lack of chemistry between key offensive players. Johnson's tone was notably firm, leaving little room for interpretation or speculation about whether this might change, or if there could be an internal reconciliation behind closed doors. The Bears management has yet to release an official statement clarifying the coach's comments, but insiders suggest that discussions about potential trades or contract adjustments involving Swift are already underway. Fans took to social media immediately, expressing outrage, disbelief, and in some cases, support for Johnson's seemingly ruthless approach, which some argue might be a bold step toward restructuring the team's identity moving forward. Analysts are questioning whether this decision stems from performance metrics, locker room dynamics, or strategic shifts that the Bears intend to implement in the coming seasons. Adding fuel to the fire, sports insiders claim that Swift's relationship with the coaching staff has been strained for months, though publicly, there were no visible signs of discord. Observers point to moments during last season where Swift's usage in critical plays seemed inconsistent, leading to speculation about his role and importance within the Bears' offensive scheme. Reports suggest that Johnson has been consulting extensively with the Bears' front office and analytics department to reassess the team's running game strategy, possibly leading to a conclusion that Swift's style no longer fits the envisioned offensive evolution. Rumors of potential trades have circulated, with names of teams in need of a high-caliber running back being quietly discussed among sports journalists and analysts. If this decision is finalized, it could have ripple effects across the league, with Swift possibly becoming one of the most coveted free agents or trade assets in the NFL. Fans are now anxiously monitoring every statement, every practice session, and every hint of internal negotiation, looking for clues about what this means for both Swift's career and the Bears' future. Meanwhile, sports podcasts and YouTube channels are buzzing with speculation, debate, and predictions, making this situation one of the most talked about topics in football right now. The story continues to evolve rapidly, and insiders emphasize that more dramatic developments could be on the horizon, keeping fans on edge and speculation running wild. Further complicating the narrative, sources suggest that there might have been behind-the-scenes disagreements regarding play-calling responsibilities and offensive focus during games, which could have contributed to Johnson's controversial statement. Some insiders hint that Swift might have resisted certain strategic adjustments, though these claims remain unconfirmed and should be treated as speculation at this stage. The mere possibility of such friction has added layers to the growing drama, intensifying debates among analysts who are divided between defending Swift's talent and supporting Johnson's vision for a revamped Bears offense. Meanwhile, sports forums and fan groups are overflowing with theories ranging from Swift being intentionally sidelined to provoke trade interest, to Johnson signaling a complete overhaul of the team's offensive mindset. Competing narratives and conflicting reports make it challenging to discern fact from conjecture, but the buzz is undeniable. Even former players and coaches are weighing in on social media, offering perspectives on the potential impacts of such a split, ranging from locker room morale to salary cap implications. Every interview, press release, and social media post is now being scrutinized for hints, double meanings, or signs of impending moves, creating a virtual pressure cooker around the situation. The media frenzy is a testament to both Swift's value as a player and the weight of Johnson's leadership decisions. In such a volatile context, Every subtle shift in wording or tone can ignite new rounds of speculation and fan outrage. Meanwhile, some insiders are pointing out that Swift's impressive statistics, including yards per carry and receiving contributions, seem at odds with Johnson's remarks, prompting analysts to question the rationale behind the coach's public declaration. Could this be a strategic move to influence negotiations, or is it a reflection of deeper, unresolved tensions within the Bears organization? Fans are dissecting every game tape, analyzing Swift performances in critical moments, and debating whether his contributions truly justify his apparent ouster. Meanwhile, trade rumors are intensifying, with names of teams such as the Detroit Lions, New York Giants, and even AFC contenders being floated as potential landing spots for Swift. The possibility of a blockbuster trade is tantalizing, and sports networks are already speculating on the financial and strategic implications of such a move. Social media posts and TikTok videos have amplified every rumor, creating a feedback loop where speculation and fan reactions feed into each other at unprecedented speed. Betting markets and fantasy football leagues are also reacting, as Swift's potential move could disrupt projections and valuations for multiple teams. Analysts are now debating how the Bears might replace his production, considering draft prospects, free agent acquisitions, and internal player promotions. The story is no longer just about a single player. It's about a franchise grappling with identity, ambition, and the unpredictability of the NFL landscape. Every day brings new angles, new insights, and new possibilities, keeping fans, journalists, and analysts glued to every development. At the same time, insiders are observing subtle cues from team practices, social interactions, and even media coverage to try to decode the Bears' intentions. Every handshake, every sideline comment, and every post-game interview is now dissected for potential hints about whether Swift is truly on his way out. Sports journalists are piecing together fragments of information from anonymous sources, combining them with historical trends and team patterns to predict likely outcomes. Meanwhile, fans are documenting everything, from practice attendance to Swift's social media activity, contributing to a massive collective effort to anticipate the next move. Some speculate that Johnson's statement might be a negotiating tactic designed to prompt offers or leverage better conditions for Swift, while others insist it represents a definitive end to his tenure in Chicago. The combination of uncertainty, high stakes, and superstar talent has created an environment in which every rumor gains instant credibility until officially confirmed or denied. Analysts warn that patience is key, but excitement and anxiety are palpable as fans and insiders alike navigate the complex web of speculation, strategy, and personal dynamics. The buzz is far from subsiding, ensuring that Swift's potential exit will dominate headlines and conversations for the foreseeable future. Whispers in the league suggest that the Bears might be exploring multiple scenarios, ranging from trading Swift to reassigning his role in a more limited capacity, each option carrying its own strategic and financial consequences. These whispers, though unconfirmed, have led to intense debate over the wisdom of parting ways with a player of Swift's caliber. Former coaches and players have chimed in, offering insights on how this decision could affect team morale, locker room leadership, and the development of younger athletes. Sports analysts are dissecting Johnson's past decisions to determine whether this move aligns with his broader coaching philosophy or represents an unexpected deviation. Meanwhile, fantasy football enthusiasts are recalculating projections, and betting lines are being adjusted in anticipation of possible trades, creating an ecosystem where every rumor carries tangible consequences. The combination of high stakes, superstar talent, and a controversial coach has created a perfect storm of speculation, excitement, and anxiety, leaving the NFL community eager for clarity. Fans and analysts alike are bracing for confirmation or denial of the most sensational rumors, aware that the next announcement could reshape perceptions of the Bears and alter the landscape of the league. Each passing day amplifies anticipation, ensuring that Swift's fate remains one of the hottest topics in professional football. The implications extend beyond the field, as Johnson's statement has also sparked conversations about leadership, accountability, and organizational strategy within professional sports. Observers are examining how the Bears manage communication, handle star players, and balance performance with personality, creating a broader narrative that resonates with both fans and sports executives. Some suggest that Swift's potential departure could serve as a catalyst for cultural change within the team, forcing players and staff to adapt to new leadership styles and strategic priorities. Meanwhile, rival teams are paying close attention, aware that the Bears' handling of this situation might set precedents or create opportunities for their own roster moves. Sports media coverage has intensified, with every rumor, quote, and observation amplified through articles, podcasts, and social media discussions. Analysts predict that this situation will remain a focal point for months, influencing not only roster decisions, but also team identity, fan engagement, and league-wide narratives. In short, the Bears saga with Swift has become a multi-layered story involving strategy, talent, leadership, and rumor, captivating audiences and keeping the football world on edge as it watches the next chapter unfold. Sources close to the Bears organization indicate that internal meetings have been ongoing for weeks, with Ben Johnson and his coaching staff evaluating every possible scenario regarding DeAndre Swift's future, weighing not just his on-field performance, but also leadership dynamics, injury history, and team culture. While Johnson's public statement was blunt, insiders suggest that behind closed doors, there are multiple contingency plans in play, ranging from a high-profile trade to restructuring his role within the team, though each carries significant implications for salaries, draft picks, and locker room cohesion. The rumor mill has been fueled by leaks, both intentional and accidental, with sports journalists reporting conflicting interpretations, further intensifying speculation. Fans are dissecting every detail, from training sessions to social media posts, looking for hints about Swift's next move, while fantasy football analysts scramble to reassess his projected stats in case he switches teams. The situation has sparked a new wave of commentary on leadership in professional football, with debates over whether Johnson's approach is visionary, reckless, or somewhere in between. Every statement, tweet, or press appearance is now scrutinized as the public and media attempt to predict the outcome. Even former players are weighing in, discussing the potential impacts on team morale, offensive strategy, and Swift's career trajectory, adding layers to an already complex narrative. The story has become more than just a roster update. It's evolving into a saga that could reshape perceptions of both Swift and the Bears franchise. Adding to the intrigue, insiders have suggested that other NFL teams are quietly evaluating the possibility of acquiring Swift, with preliminary discussions reportedly occurring behind the scenes. Names of potential suitors have circulated among sports media, though no official negotiations have been confirmed, leaving fans and analysts to speculate on which franchises might make a move. Some believe that a trade could benefit Swift's career, placing him in an environment where his talents are maximized and fully appreciated, while others fear that the uncertainty may negatively affect his performance or stability. Rumors of multiple offers, including complex trade packages involving draft picks and other players, have intensified the speculation, creating a whirlwind of conjecture that dominates sports talk shows and online forums. Analysts are debating the strategic value for both Swift and the Bears, considering short-term gains versus long-term planning and the implications for team chemistry and salary cap management. Social media has amplified every rumor, with fan theories ranging from conspiracies about internal disputes to predictions of blockbuster trades that could reshape league dynamics. The story has taken on a life of its own, and even minor details, such as Swift's practice habits or team interactions, are now dissected for potential insights into his future. This ongoing drama has created a sense of suspense and urgency, ensuring that every update, official or rumored, is eagerly anticipated by fans, journalists, and analysts alike. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. At the same time, insider commentary has highlighted that Johnson's approach may serve a dual purpose, signaling accountability within the team while simultaneously gauging fan and media reaction to the possibility of a trade. Sports analysts argue that this approach, while controversial, can provide leverage in negotiations and offer insight into public sentiment, effectively turning a difficult decision into a strategic communications tool. However, critics warn that such tactics can backfire, creating uncertainty and potential tension within the locker room, affecting both morale and on-field cohesion. Fans are closely monitoring reactions from other players, coaches, and analysts, looking for subtle cues that could indicate the Bears' next steps or Swift's potential response. Rumors abound regarding alternative strategies, including position reassignments, free agent signings, and draft prioritization, all of which could influence Swift's fate. The story has grown beyond its initial shock value, encompassing questions about leadership philosophy, team culture, and long-term franchise planning. Analysts continue to debate whether Johnson's approach represents a calculated risk or an overreach, while fans weigh emotional attachment to Swift against loyalty to team direction. The dynamic interplay of rumor, speculation, and strategy keeps the narrative fresh, intense, and continuously evolving, highlighting the complexity of decision-making in professional sports. Sources close to the NFL betting world report that Swift's potential trade has already impacted odds and fantasy football projections, signaling that this situation has tangible repercussions beyond media speculation. Analysts are recalculating team strengths, player values, and potential outcomes for the upcoming season, using every fragment of rumor to adjust expectations. Fan communities, fantasy leagues, and betting markets are all reacting to the uncertainty, creating a complex ecosystem where speculation has measurable impact. Some insiders suggest that a swift resolution, pun intended, could be advantageous for all parties, while others argue that prolonging the drama increases negotiation leverage and media attention. Social media amplifies every rumor, giving weight to even unverified information and encouraging continuous discussion, debate, and analysis. Analysts and fans alike are attempting to predict which teams have the cap space, draft assets, and strategic need to pursue Swift, generating a flurry of hypothetical trade scenarios. The media frenzy surrounding this story reflects both the high stakes involved and the remarkable influence of a single player on multiple facets of the NFL landscape. Ultimately, Swift's potential departure is no longer merely a team-level concern. It has become a league-wide phenomenon affecting perception, strategy, and anticipation across the entire sport. Adding yet another layer of speculation, some reports suggest that veteran Bears players have been quietly discussing the implications of Swift's potential exit, evaluating how leadership, morale, and team dynamics could shift. While these discussions remain unofficial, their mere existence contributes to the narrative that this is not just a player transaction, but a critical juncture in the Bears' internal culture. Analysts highlight that player sentiment can have a profound impact on game outcomes, practice performance, and retention of young talent, suggesting that Swift's situation may have consequences far beyond the immediate roster change. Fans are now monitoring every interaction, subtle gesture, and public comment, searching for insight into locker room stability and potential internal conflicts. Rumors suggest that Johnson may be balancing multiple priorities simultaneously, aiming to assert authority, maximize strategic efficiency, and prepare the team for the next competitive cycle. Social media speculation continues to evolve, incorporating historical precedents, comparisons to other controversial trades, and forecasts for both Swift's career and the Bears' trajectory. The situation has become emblematic of the intersection between talent management, media perception, and fan engagement, illustrating how modern sports narratives extend far beyond the field into culture, discussion, and rumor. Each rumor amplifies intrigue, ensuring that interest remains high across every platform and community. Meanwhile, speculation about Swift's market impact continues to dominate sports commentary, with analysts emphasizing his unique skill set and versatility as a running back capable of reshaping offensive schemes. Reports suggest that teams with identified gaps in their backfield are already strategizing, considering not just immediate gains, but long-term alignment with their offensive philosophy. Rumors of complex trade packages, including conditional picks and player swaps, have spread rapidly, with each new detail adding to the suspense. Fans engage in continuous debate, projecting how Swift's arrival or departure could alter competitive balance and fantasy football valuations. The narrative surrounding Johnson and the Bears has evolved from a single statement into a dynamic saga, encompassing talent valuation, franchise strategy, and the unpredictability of professional sports management. Analysts continue to speculate on potential outcomes, examining precedent trades, player market trends, and Johnson's coaching philosophy to predict Swift's next move. Social media, podcasts, and sports shows amplify every rumor, ensuring that speculation remains a central focus of the football conversation. As a result, Swift's future is not just a question of roster management. It has become a focal point for the entire NFL ecosystem, capturing attention and shaping discussion across leagues, fan communities, and media outlets. Finally, the saga surrounding DeAndre Swift and the Chicago Bears underscores the delicate balance between coaching authority, player talent, and fan expectation. Johnson's statement has ignited a chain reaction of speculation, rumor, and analysis that transcends typical off-season chatter, creating a prolonged period of uncertainty and debate. Every media interaction, practice observation, and player comment is now scrutinized, interpreted, and sometimes sensationalized, amplifying the sense of drama. Fans are constructing narratives, hypothesizing trade scenarios, and debating the implications for both Swift's career and the Bears' franchise trajectory. Analysts are forecasting financial, strategic, and cultural impacts, while social media ensures that every rumor gains rapid visibility and momentum. The situation exemplifies the intersection of professional sports, media, and fandom, where a single announcement can create a multi-dimensional story with ripple effects across leagues and markets. Rumors continue to swirl, reports remain contradictory, and speculation is at an all-time high, keeping every stakeholder, from team executives to casual fans, engaged and invested. Ultimately, the unfolding drama represents more than just a player-coach disagreement. It is a vivid illustration of the tension, excitement, and unpredictability that define modern professional football, where rumor and reality often collide in ways that captivate, frustrate, and entertain all at once.